Liv Maniskas with us here at the Mendola show, Dallas area soccer. Liv, you've been working hard along with the other girls. You really have a unique situation here at Dallas where almost all the girls play travel soccer, so everybody's getting extra practices. So talk about trying to stay healthy because you have some high school get-togethers, you'll have some travel practice, you're doing stuff on your own, everybody's doing some training. So trying to stay healthy is probably a big part of your summer.
A bunch of the girls on the Dallas team I play with on my travel team, and we get really good practices in, and it's just like a good atmosphere to be around with all the girls, and they're all spread out between the whole league.
Working hard, that's something that you've done the last couple of years, trying to get to the next level, and it looks like you kind of have a path for that now. Misericordia University is going to be your next step. Talk about grinding and just trying to say I got to find the right fit for me, and Misericordia was something you wanted because the major was there for you, and I think you know a little bit about Coach Stauffer and his coaching style.
Well, I was really happy to get that offer, and I worked really hard, and I've wanted to play there since I was a young kid. My dad went there, and it has the major I want. Right now I'm just focusing on strength and conditioning so I'm able to play at that level next year.
This team has a lot of talent all over the place, so we talk about some of the skilled players of you and Megan, Kira, Kaylin, Elizabeth. There's a lot of players in there. Talk about just having the right mix there and making sure that everybody kind of knows where each other is going to be. Last year it worked pretty well. I mean, you got a tough loss in overtime, against Berwick in the district championship. But overall, it seemed like everybody kind of knows where everybody's going to be.
Well, I think every player we have on this team is really skillful in any category, and last year we worked so much together in the beginning of the season that we knew exactly where each other were going to be, so it just worked really well.
It was tough for Megan, had an injury down the stretch for you, and it wasn't able to play. But leadership-wise, let's talk out of the back and what Morgan brings in goal. And she's a big voice back there.
Yeah, I think Morgan does a great job with seeing the field and telling us exactly where we need to be.
Coach Bakarski's like, listen, she wants to be a student of the game. She's always trying to learn new things and do new things. How about the work ethic? Talk about a typical practice here at Dallas. You feel like all the girls work hard through practice?
Yeah, we're very competitive here. We do little games and we're all screaming. It's just, we all work really hard because we want the same goal.
How about for you, trying to develop into a leader? When you think back years ago about when you started maybe as a freshman, was there a player or two you looked up to and then now try to learn something from them and say, okay, now I'm going to be a senior, I've got to be a leader?
When I was a freshman, all of the seniors and juniors I looked up to, probably Emma Schweitzer and Allie Francis. They were really good leaders. They were really nice to me as a freshman when I was coming in scared. They were just great leaders. Every practice they would lead us like a captain should.
As far as your family support, I know your sister, played soccer, your dad's really into it, your mom's at every game, so you kind of have a nice support system that people are there rooting you on, pushing you when they have to, pulling a little bit when they have to. There's a lot to it, right?
Yeah, my dad really, this past year when COVID hit, just was at the field every day with me, just really helping me.
How about the academic end? Is it something that you have to work your tail off? Does it come natural to you? That's the part everybody forgets of, you're a really good student. So talk about just trying to keep that academics going. You feel that pressure sometimes from that?
Some classes come easy to me, but I really have to work hard to get good grades.
Well, how about your outlook for the season? I mean, you're probably thinking, okay, we have a really good team. Just about everybody's coming back. But knowing that the competition in the league is going to be good, and Berwick's kind of still sitting on top of the perch, and that's the team that you're going to have to beat among others.
I think our biggest competition is the team we're playing that day. We shouldn't take anybody lightly because we beat them last year. Every game comes and we should be ready to play.
All right, Liv, well, we appreciate your time and best of luck this season.